Hello, everyone. Sorry for the delay of things. I kind of went out for a week and then I caught a sickness, but I'm back now. And in time for tampering period, day numero uno. Now, Sendejo got his option declined, so that saved $5.5 million. And in conjunction, Anthony Harris' second round tender was exercised, so that's a $3.095 million tender. Rashad Hill was also tendered at the original round for $2.025 million, which basically means they just have the right of refusal. And then Mike Remmers was cut, and that saved $4.55 million on the cap. And reportedly, they did talk to him about a pay cut before they just cut bait. But I think these were four expected moves for the most part. And obviously, I think Harris is going to come in, be the starter next to Harrison Smith like he pretty much was last year when he was filling in for an injured Sendejo. And I think Remmers, once again, getting cut, that's hardly news to me because I think a lot of us expected that after I guess you could say, a struggling year. Struggling? It's a kind way to put it. But, yeah. And got cut to save some cap space, all that good stuff. And Rashad Hill tendered, mainly just keep him as our swing tackle. I don't think anyone's really going to go after him pretty hard on the restricted free agent list there. And I guess now on to some more interesting topics, which is I'm really surprised that Dejo and Remmers were the only casualties that were had today, really, when it comes to actually cutting a player that they currently have on the roster. Sorry. But I kind of expected something to happen with either Griff or Rudolph today, whether that was a restructure, a cut, a trade. That goes for both of them. I was really surprised that we didn't see anything at all. And I feel like they could have cleared out more in order to really go after some people or retain some people like Richardson. I know Barr signed with the Jets. Doesn't really surprise me, but we'll keep that on for a different video. And just surprised that there wasn't more things done to free up this cap. And Shamar Steffen's back. That's kind of cool, I guess. 3-year deal. I haven't found the details online yet, or on the Twitterverse, or all the whatnots, the social media, all the good stuff. Haven't seen it. But I think Steffen's strong suit is obviously playing the run, where they it was leaky at times last year, and I think it really kind of hurt the defense in some ways that maybe it wasn't as, I don't know, valued coming into last season. But I think they kind of learned the value, and they went and got one of their, main run stuffing guys from 2017. He's back in the building on a 3-year deal. A little surprised it's 3 years and not like a 1 or 2 year deal, but I think that just proves of how much they value this. And I do think he was missed. He was missed a bit. And I do want to pose the question if this does pose a threat to re-signing A1 Sheldon Richardson. I don't think it necessarily kills it. I do think it hurts it because we already had a limited amount of funds to spend on these guys. And now, once again, I don't know how much he's getting paid, but as it stands right now, I think he has a very good chance of starting next to Linval Joseph, as it stands today anyway. Because obviously you have Linval, and then you have Jaleel Johnson and Jalen Holmes, I believe. And those are your main guys. So Jalen Holmes is more of your nickel pass rusher guy who's going to come in and do those kind of things. And then you'd pretty much just have Shamar and Jaleel battling out for that next 3-tech spot. So as it stands right now, you could get better at that spot. However, once again, limited funds. And you got to designate some of this to the offensive line in some way, I would think. just to anybody. I'm not necessarily saying you need to go get yourself, a Darrell Williams or a Jawan James or a Matt Paradis or Roger Saffold. I just mean like in general, they have to add somebody, whether it's a depth player re-signing Nick Easton or just maybe an older veteran guard who's more of a stopgap, even things like that. You have to devote some of this money there. And as far as my understanding is, I think they only have $8 or $9 million in cap right now, which once again, surprised they didn't clear out more. But that is what it is. And I do think it hurts it quite a bit of him coming back based on the fact that we know Sheldon's probably going to get at least 8 or 9 a year. And you can't do that if you're going after those, especially if they have a plan to go after those top offensive linemen who really haven't gone yet. You really just have Trent Brown for the most part. So, well, and Mitch Morse. My bad. And yeah, I would like to know what you guys think down in the comments below of what you just think of what Minnesota has done. Are you upset about this? Intrigued? Thoughts? Opinions? All the good stuff. And until next time, I bid y'all adieu.